Malaria fevers therapeutics, page number 328.
Malaria fevers therapeutics. By malaria fevers, I mean such as are mixed and not distinctly intermittent, generally denominated typhomalaria, exclusive of variety, which has as a class a clear epirexia, such as are especially met in this city. This paper is intended to apply to the classes of mixed fevers confined to St. Louis, to the cases blending from the complicated intermittent to the complicated typhoid. It is known that some of them take a predominance of the typhoid symptoms and some of them a predominance of the symptoms found in the complicated intermittent. It is this hybrid state that causes so much vexation. అది కలిసిపోవడం అది ఇప్పుడు మన సిటీస్ లో చూస్తూ ఉంటాయి, రకరకాల ఫీవర్స్, దాని రకరకాల సింటమ్స్, ఇదేమో రకరకాల ట్రీట్మెంట్ వేటిలోనూ కూడా మనకి టెస్ట్ లో రాకపోయేది కొన్ని అదై ఉంటుందేమో అని ట్రీట్ చేయాలి. I have undertaken the task of furnishing the best guide to remedies for our own circumscribed work. I have not mentioned many remedies generally thought of great importance because I have not found the symptoms indicating them. ముఖ్యంగా టైఫాయిడ్స్ లోనూ అయితే మలేరియాస్ లోనూ మామూలుగా ఇస్తారేమో అనుకున్న ఇంపార్టెంట్ రెమెడీస్ అని ఇక్కడ చెప్పడం లేదు. అందుకని ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంటే ఎపిడమిక్స్ అన్నిటికీ కూడా ఇప్పుడు వస్తున్న ఫీవర్స్ లో ఆ రెమెడీస్ ఇండికేట్ అవటం లేదు కాబట్టి. Should I go into remedies so seldom indicated, this paper might extend beyond endurance. Hence the remedies are those most useful and include the gastric derangement, nausea and vomiting, great exhaustion, white tongue and thirstlessness, constipation or diarrhea must guide to this remedy. The concomitants, few or many, can seldom do away with the indications for this remedy. వీటి మీద బేస్ చేస్తే అసలు యాంటీక్రూడ్ లో ఎక్కడ దేంట్లో కూడా కెంట్ లో కూడా జాండిస్ లో ఇది వండర్ఫుల్ గ్రేట్ రెమెడీ అనేటువంటిది ఎక్కడ కూడా మనకి ప్రామినెంట్ గా ఇవ్వలే. కానీ ఈ బేసిస్ మీద దీని మీద బేస్ చేసే నేషనల్ యాంటీక్రూడ్ జాండిస్ లో చాలా రకాలుగా ఇచ్చారు. 6 లోనూ చాలా వండర్ఫుల్ రిజల్ట్స్ వస్తాయి, 30 లో రిజల్ట్స్ వస్తాయి, 2 minutes లో చాలా బ్రహ్మాండమైన రిజల్ట్స్ వస్తాయి. ఇది ఇచ్చిన ఇండికేషన్స్ మీద. Arnica. This is a frequently used remedy. The sore bruised feeling all over the body, the patient complains of the heartbeat and the aching, sore feeling in the whole body. The soreness compels him to move and he turns upon the other side, which in turn becomes sore and bruised and compels him again to move. There is thirst and moaning. He cries for relief or he will die. There is great exhaustion and pain in the stomach and bowels, pressing and cutting pains in the stomach with nausea and vomiting. Very often eructation, tasting like spoiled eggs with bad taste in the mouth, diarrhea of a blackish water with bits of bloody mucus stool, repugnance to food, milk, broth and meat, coldness in the stomach, and if there is a chill, it is preceded by great thirst. Arsenic album. Prostration, anxiety and fear of death, extreme exhaustion with thirst for water, little and often for cold water, which causes nausea and vomiting. Diarrhea, stools scanty, dark, watery, offensive with tenesmus, and the patient is covered with a cold sweat and blue spots. The tongue is dry and cracked, and the mouth and throat are parched, and he wants only water enough to moisten the dry mucous surface. In the beginning, he goes from bed to bed, and he is not yet not relieved by the motion. Unlike roostocks, yet his anxiety and restlessness compel him to move. The after midnight aggravation of fever and anxiety are especially guiding. The relief from warmth in general and warm drinks is also important. The burning in the stomach, bowels, mucous membranes and skin, so common in many cases, is happily met with arsenicum. The involuntary stools generally point to arsenicum, but arnica and phosphorus have sometimes been indicated. The latter I have not often found indicated. Occasionally the following symptoms have been present indicating phosphorus. The dry burning mouth and tongue with constant thirst for large quantities of ice cold water, which is vomited when becoming warm in the stomach, or gargling from the stomach down through the abdomen, causing an involuntary stool from a relaxed ani, hot head, desire to be magnetized with overpowering fears, thinks he will see something coming from the corner of the room, bleeding from the nose, and septic exudation about the teeth, sores. The face is blue, bloated, and Hippocratic. The terrible dryness is not relieved from drinking, and he wants a stream of cold water poured down his throat. There are stupor and delirium, and he slides down towards the foot of the bed like phosphoric acid and rooster. He answers no questions or gives wrong answers to questions. Great indifference. The peculiar sudden condition of the patient with his distorted countenance, the face discolored and dusky, and the mental disquietude. His body, he thinks, is scattered over the bed, and he is striving to arrange the scattered members. He thinks his limbs are talking to each other. His answers... కాళ్ళు చేయి మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నట్టుగా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. ఇచ్చాడుగా విడిపోయినట్టుగా, ఇలా పక్క మీద విడిపోయినట్టు లాక్కుంటూ ఉంటాడు. ఏంటంటే కాళ్ళు ఒక పక్క వెళ్ళిపోయి, చేతులు ఒక పక్క వెళ్ళిపోయి. He thinks his limbs are talking to each other. His answers are irregular, as if were intoxicated. He seems to comprehend the question and makes an effort to answer, but falls to sleep or into stupor in the midst of this sentence. ఆర్మీ కచ్చిన బ్యాప్టిస్ట్ అయితే అదే సార్. బ్యాప్టిస్ట్ వాడు అలా ఆన్సర్ చెప్తూ మధ్యలో స్టూపర్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఆర్మీకి వాడు ఫినిష్ చేసి వెళ్తాడు. వాడు స్టూపర్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు, వాడు ఫినిష్ చేస్తాడు, ఫినిష్ చేసి వెళ్తాడు. The tongue is foul and the mouth fetid. The delirium is greatest during the night, and the functions are all sluggish, and the fever never runs very high. The pulse is often weak and compressible. Sometimes the surface is cold. In diphtheria, the mucous membrane is dark and looks as if it might slough, and the exudation is dark. The surface is humid and threatens to become gangrenous. Finally, dark, ragged, putrid and ulcers form, and the patient is too stupid to complain of pain. తెలియదు పాపం పెయిన్ అని. The tongue may be coated white or yellowish, white at first, but soon becomes dusty and brown and feels as if burnt or scalded and cracks. Dark blood exudates. There is seldom much thirst, although if water be presented, he will drink a large quantity and relapse into stupor. The typhoid abdomen and stool can be found under this remedy. Yellow, mushy and pasty, or bloody and very fetid stool of pure blood or bloody mucus, exhausting and excoriating, involuntary stools. The tenderness and the tympani of the abdomen are well marked. పొట్టమి కొడితే టకటగా డ్రమ్ వాయించినట్టు సౌండ్ అంత అలా ఉంటాయి. కానీ చాలా డేంజరస్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే, చాలా మందికి తెలియంది, టైఫాయిడ్ లో పొట్ట నొక్కకూడదు ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో. మామూలు మిగతా వాళ్ళ ఫీవర్స్ లో మన దాన్ని క్వాలిఫైడ్ చేస్తాం, లేకపోతే ఎవరు స్క్రీన్ అవి అవసరం ఉంటే చూస్తాం. టైఫాయిడ్ వాళ్ళలో చూడకూడదని చెప్పారు మాస్టర్. ఎందుకంటే ఆ ప్రెస్సింగ్ వల్ల ఇంటర్స్టైనల్ బ్లీడింగ్ లీడ్ చేస్తున్నారు. మరి ఇంటెస్టైన్స్ చాలా డెలికేట్ గా ఉంటాయి. టైఫాయిడ్ అంటే అదే కదా. Bacteria is not a specific for bacteria is not a specific for typhoid fever. చాలా మంది వైడాల్ పాలు చేస్తే బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఈ వైడాల్ చేంజ్ అయిపోయినా బ్యాక్టీరియా ఏమన్నాడు. 4 రోజులు కనుక ఫీవర్ కంటిన్యూ అయితే ఆలోచిస్తూ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇండికేట్ అవుతుందేమో అన్నాడు. బ్యాక్టీరియాలో చెప్పారు. Yet will cure promptly is given when the above symptoms are present. It is the remedy to begin as well as finish the case. Arnica, Hyoscyamus, lecasis, muriatic acid, opium are especially related to it. The Arnica patient forgets the word while speaking, but he does not begin his answer and fall into a profound sleep without finishing. Baptisia has the sore, bruised feeling of Arnica, but not the restlessness attending the soreness. The sensitiveness to pain is marked in Arnica and nearly lost in Baptisia. These remedies cannot be distinguished by the stool in many instances. Both have dark, profuse, watery, fetid stools and a great soreness of the soft tissues as if bruised. The mental state and the disordered condition may be the only symptoms to base a choice upon. A patient of mine was violently attacked with a chill. He moaned with pain and declared he would die. He pursued almost involuntarily a fetid, dark, watery stool. He would not answer me civilly, but said he was sore and as if bruised. Between the violent abdominal pains, he was stupid as if drunk. When aroused, he was snappish and his words did not express his probable intention. The stool made me to think Baptisia, but Arnica has the same, also the mental state, hence it must be the most appropriate remedy. It broke his chill. The violence of the attack led me to anticipate a congestive chill, but the remedy quieted him very speedily. Arnica. Baptisia is often given, I find, where Hyoscyamus would be a more appropriate remedy. వాడు సైలెంట్ గా ఉంటాడు హైస్టామ్స్ వాడు, అంచేత అటువంటి చూసుకోకుండా హైస్టామ్స్ బదులు బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇచ్చేస్తుంటారు కొన్ని చోట్ల జాగ్రత్తగా ఉంటాడు. In the latter, the patient has a profound stupor, but when aroused, he will answer correctly. The tongue is dry, the tongue is dry, black and stiff, but there is not the humid appearance of mucous membrane as if fluffing would soon appear or as if they would become gangrenous. Baptisia has involuntary stool but not stools and urine like Hyoscyamus, nor does she attempt to expose the genitals in her delirium. Arsenicum produces stools that cannot always be distinguished from those of Baptisia, but they thirst so seldom in the latter, the extreme prostration and restlessness will enable one to select the appropriate remedy. Arsenicum has the tendency to gangrene, but not the humid, self-transparent condition, semi-transparent condition with the blueness. It has the bluish or dusky aspect of the skin, but it is attended with a pinched condition of the countenance. Baptisia has a bluish, bloated condition of the face that is not so edematous as that of arsenicum. It is the result of venous stasis, not transudative like that of the latter. Baptisia has not the heat of arsenicum. Both have involuntary stools, but arsenicum has involuntary stools and urine. Both have burning and pain in the stomach, but arsenicum has marked nausea, not found in Baptisia. Baptisia causes vomiting, but without much nausea or effort. Baptisia seldom has much thirst, but when it is present, it is for a large quantity of cold water. It is not the important factor of arsenicum thirst. The arsenicum delirium is a busy one. The Baptisia is passive. He will sometimes lie all the day without moving if not disturbed. In the former, he is moving and he is always in a hurry. The latter will do as advised if he can. The former is irritable and wants his own way, and he is full of strange imaginations of vermin and burglars, and he has many fears. Arsenicum. అలాంటి ఇటు కదులుతాడు, అటు కదులుతాడు, వేస్తూ ఉంటాడు, తిరుగుతూ ఉంటాడు, వానికి ఏవేవో రకరకాలు కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి, అన్ని చూస్తూ ఉంటాడు, అదంటాడు ఇది అంటాడు. డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకుండా ఉంటే బ్యాక్టీరియా అలా పొద్దున్న సాయంత్రం అలా పడుకునే ఉంటాడు. వాళ్ళకు వీట కలర్. Hyoscyamus corresponds to the most continued type of an advanced stage. The tongue is dark or black, dry and stiff. He is unable to put it out. The lips are dry and bleeding. The urine is passed in bed unconsciously, and there is much delirium. The patient answers questions correctly and lapses into stupor. Arnica has the same. Baptisia goes into stupor in the midst of the his attempted answer. Hyoscyamus has cured cases when the patient has passed into the state where it was impossible to arouse him. the profound stupor, pinched continence, involuntary urine and stool, sliding down in bed, picking at the bed covers, picking the finger, mark the case as a hyoscyamus state when taken in connection with his having gone through the first symptoms mentioned. Muriatic acid is one of the neglected remedies, yet one of the most valuable. Indicate అయినప్పుడు మ్యూరియాటిక్ యాసిడ్ చేసేటువంటి హెల్ప్ చాలా ఉంటుంది. ముఖ్యంగా సెకండ్ వీక్ ఆఫ్ టైఫాయిడ్ లో యాసిడ్ 3 రోజులు చాలా బాగా పనిచేస్తుంది. అది మోషన్స్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి, తెలియకుండా అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి, బాగా వీక్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాడు, పక్క మీద కింద జారిపోతూ ఉంటాడు, వాళ్ళకి చాలా బ్లీడింగ్ బ్లడ్ కూడా పోతూ ఉంటుంది, మోషన్ లో బ్లడ్ పోతూ ఉంటుంది, వాటర్ మోషన్స్ అవుతాయి. పిలిస్తే పలుకుతాడు, రెస్పాండ్ అవుతాడు. దాంట్లో ఇచ్చేవాడు యాసిడ్ ఫాస్ట్ యాసిడ్ కోర్సుగా డిఫరెన్సియేషన్ ఇచ్చేవాడు అదే చదువుతాడు. వాడు మెంటల్ గా సరిగా రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వలేడు, యాసిడ్ ఫాస్ట్ వాడు మెంటల్లీ వీక్, ఫిజికల్లీ వీక్, మ్యూరియాటిక్ యాసిడ్ వాడు. The clinical symptoms, clean, dry, red tongue, sometimes bluish, is an important guiding symptom, not the slick and shining tongue of leprosy and caribou. There may be unconsciousness, moaning and restlessness. Thirst for acids and wine are also important. Stool dark and mushy, urine passed involuntarily, loud moaning, lower jaw dropped, tongue shrunken and dry like leather, hemorrhage from the bowels. This remedy stands between root stars and bryonia. The patient is not made better from motion like root stars and not worse from motion like bryonia. It controls the septic process and blood changes as well as bryonia or root stars. The heaviness of the limbs and consciousness, the bright eyes and contracted pupils, the active delirium, the extreme sinking feeling, paralytic weakness and fear of death, loquacity, choking and sleep. On the other hand, the face is pale and sallow and the pupils are dilated, yet the heaviness is always present. The mild symptoms and nervous prostration are most marked. The septic symptoms are not marked as in arsenic, bacteria, arnica and phosphorus. The tongue trembles and is coated yellow. Many symptoms pointing to cerebral hyperemia, pointing to delirium and seldom to belladonna induced fever. The sleeplessness is as prominent as any feature of these fevers and delirium is most generally prevalent. He is wide awake all night. Not 1 wink of sleep last night is the common answer. Opium and coffee. There is often pain running up on the back with contraction of the dorsal muscles and stiffness as if there was some meningeal complication. Pain by trying to head and shoulder. Lipophosphosis. This remedy has been of great service to me. It is a remedy when the patient is stupid, will not answer questions, is waxy, cold and has a pulse very low, yet full and large, soft and comprehensible. లోగా ఉన్నా సరే ఫుల్గాను ఫుల్ రేట్ ఉంటుంది, కనుక్కోవడానికి ఉంటుంది. అదే డిఫరెన్స్ తినాలైతే చాలా ఉన్నాయి. Hemorrhage, brown bubbles, heavy loaded, tawny, expressionless face. If he has a fever, it is not high, and he chokes and swells. His eyes are expressionless, the veins are full, and the face is bloated. The eyes seem to project from their sockets. Root is one of the most important remedies. The restlessness to better for motion, great thirst, dry tongue, throat, reddish, watery, frothy stool in the morning have been the symptoms following for instance. The chilliness like being dashed with cold water and like cold water forcing through the veins, fever continues without sweat and the restless aching are often met. The patient often moves for relief. He finds a new place and because he is completely exhausted, he thinks he can rest. But soon the horrible aching and the restlessness come on and he is compelled to move and find a new place and the disease continues night and day and there is no rest and no sleep. There is a dry cough. Bryonia is the remedy to be contrasted with the The pains may be severe, yet they are made worse by the slightest motion. He wants cold water in large quantity, but only occasionally. There is the dry down tongue and the bowels are generally constipated. The stool is dry and hard as is burnt. The bowels are tympanic and there is a foul, bitter taste in the mouth. Bleeding from the nose is common. There is often a dry cough and the right lung is often involved. There is delirium. He is busy and wants to be taken home. The fever and the delirium are worse from 9 o'clock till midnight. జీవనయాలనే రాంగ్ ప్లేస్ లో ఉన్నాం. ఇంట్లో ఉన్నా కూడా నేను ఇంటికి తీసుకుంటాను అడుగుతాను. ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నా కానీ వస్తానంటే ఇంటికి తీసుకోవాలి. In Gustav, the fever and the delirium have been worse during the whole night and often continues all day. I see by comparing my notebook that several of my cases cured by Gustav had aggravation of mental and febrile symptoms at 5 a.m. and p.m. Bryonia symptom has the switching of muscles so common to Gustav, and of the two, urticaria commonly in the beginning of some fever can only be found under the latter. The general aggravation from cold is characteristic of root cause, but bryonia is often alleviated by cold. The long-lasting severe pain in the head is found in my bryonia cases. In the temples and eyes, improved by cold, eyes were congested and the face was bloated and blue. Quanticum was given in one case where the patient has an extreme disgust as the sight of the smell of food with marked benefit. Atom sulfuricum is a very important remedy. The patient says he has not been well for a long time. His sleep has not arrested him and his mouth has for a long time has a bad taste and his tongue is covered with a thick yellow pasty pus and it tastes bitter. He now vomits bile and slime and has pain in the back of his head and his bones ache. The chill comes on and he runs into a quasi-continuous fever with chills occasionally. He has no appetite, his skin is yellow and he has yellow diarrhea mixed with green slime. Indica. The aching in the back, purposeless, constant nausea, vomiting of green slime, red and pointed and bitter taste, the case abused by quinine, indica is the remedy. In the third and fourth week, some cases become very low. The tongue is sometimes red and thick. The papillae are all absorbed and a smooth, slick, glossy surface on the tongue. And there is much vomiting or mucus, slinky, mucus and bile. The patient is listless and delirious alternately. The patient was there, the petroleum pulse has improved cases when there was a bitter taste in the mouth, aching in the bones as if they would break, yellow skin, violent headache day and night, worse during the scanty sweat. If there should be such a moisture, in many cases there is no perspiration but great dryness of the skin and vomiting of bile. When questions are remedies that correspond most faithfully to the fever absent setting stage, arsenic, bacteria, telephone, bryonia, chamomilla, colchicum, victorian pus, delphinium, hyoscyamus, ignitia, indica, tyribite, lecasis, lycopodium, mercury, nitric acid, nastranca, opium, phosphorus, phosphoric acid, root and sulfur may be consulted. It will be found mostly that we are curing our patient from this list of remedies. When the exhaustion is the most marked feature, arnica, arsenic, bacteria, china, delphinium, hyoscyamus, lecasis, lycopus, phosphorus, phosphoric acid, and roots of have been most used. When the congestive symptoms have been prominent, arnica has been the remedy. It will be observed that I have not mentioned many of our so-called heat anchors as I have not found them much service. Agonite, belladonna and china have not been indicated in any of my cases. I have made use of waiting and invention of laws in some protracted cases with great benefit, but never catastrophic, imminent or benign. The single remedy is migraine. I give the selected remedy every 4 hours to reduce fever, night and day, until improvement begins, and then I repeat process.